Yo, what's up guys? It's your man Elijah back with another video. It's been a minute. Um, so today is July 13th, 2026. Today is July 13th, 2026, and this video is going to be very important and informative. And there's a lot of things I see happening like these next couple of months, and I feel that we're entering dark times. So I don't want this to be like a negative video. I'm just giving you guys my predictions for August and the rest of the year, because I do see a lot of things happening these next couple of months that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, so before I get into that, let me just say the other thing that's been going on in the world. So this heat wave has been crazy, man. These past couple of weeks across like the world, the U.S. and Europe, this heat wave has been just crazy. It's still hot right now in Europe. It's like 112, I think, in some places. It is so hot that even the roads are melting. That's how hot it is. And then over here, it's very hot, especially down here in Florida. It's been, humid, very hot, and then very bad storms lately, lightning, stuff like that, on and off. And up north in Jersey and New York and places like that, it's been very hot as well. And this heat has been affecting, power outages. It's been causing power outages, blackouts, affecting people's cars, affecting people's minds. Okay, people go crazy. A lot of people have passed out and passed away from this heat. This heat is no joke, man. So continue to stay cool, stay hydrated, get your water, get your fruit. All right, eat a lot of fruit, because fruit has a lot of water in it, a lot of good hydration. Okay, and just vibrate high, because I feel like we're in a time period where the earth and the sun is shifting like to a higher vibration, to a point is like, if you're not at that level, you may not be here. Okay, so nature ain't playing, man. But yeah, the heat, they're saying that it's coming from like the Sahara, so Africa. That's where it's coming from, and it's affecting Europe and the US and other places as well. But also you have the El Nino effect happening, that's affecting things also. But yeah, this weather has been crazy. The heat has been out of hand. It's been very hot out. Yesterday was like 98, but before that it was like 101. Man, it's been so hot. I almost passed out myself a couple days. I ain't gonna lie, like a couple days ago I almost passed out. I had to like just sit and just drink some water and just stay cool, because it's no joke. But yeah, if you're not vibrating high, man, the earth, nature might take you out. And this is the time where you want to vibrate high, or get taken out. This is how things are right now. That's how I see it. Yeah, they say like 3,000 people have passed away in Europe from this heat wave, which is crazy. So yeah, man, so the weather is going to continue to get even more just out of hand these next couple of months, especially with the hurricanes. I will get into that, my predictions for that. I did make a video, my predictions for August, but it's with July, so it's called like July and August predictions. So you can watch that video, and you can watch my September through December predictions video as well. But I want to talk about more things that have came to me in this video that I forgot to include in those videos. But you can still watch those videos, because still same predictions, but just more information in this video. Okay, so that's been going on. CERN, now some of you may know this, some of you may not, but CERN has shut down back in like the 29th last month. And this is a good thing and a bad thing, because good thing is because CERN has been affecting us like globally, and the frequencies and whatnot. And CERN is the giant hadron collider in in Switzerland or in Europe. It's huge. And basically, like, it creates like atoms, and then they collide, and they're trying to like they can use this machine to bend time and realities and access different dimensions. So they turned off CERN, okay, and it was turned off before, like 2018 and 2022. But watching people's videos, I've learned that every time CERN was shut down, something big happened afterwards. So before it was Cocoa Puffs, the pandemic, okay? So I don't know what's going to happen now with CERN, but they're saying that they're going to turn the machine back on in 2030. And 2030, so everything is gearing up towards 2030. So in the next 4 years, okay? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 4 to 5 years, they're going to turn on CERN again. And they said they're building an even bigger machine that's going to be 10 times more powerful. So I don't know what exactly they're doing. I mean, I kind of know, but they're not saying too much about it. But they're saying how they want to study more about the universe, and they want to access the God particle. That's the main thing. They want to access the God particle and figure out, how things started and whatnot. But really, CERN is trying to access different timelines and dimensions and realities. And they may be trying to bring some stuff back. They probably did bring some other beings back from different dimensions. Okay, so there are many dimensions. There's like, I think, 8 or 11 dimensions, but we live in the third dimension. Okay, but you can have like different thought process of dimensions, like the fifth dimension, third dimension can also be like a mindset, like a mentality. But we all live in the third dimension, but there are other levels of dimensions that other beings, live in, like God and, the angels, and you got the devil, demons, even the grays and other beings out there. So they live in different realities that we can't really see with the physical eye, but it's there. But yeah, it's pretty deep. But yeah, so I saw that happen. CERN shut down, and they're gonna turn back on in 2030, and apparently they're building a machine that's gonna be 10 times more powerful by then. So it's a lot going on. I did take a break from social media and YouTube like last week, like July 4th week. I took like a 10-day break, and it was very beneficial. I didn't watch no news, I didn't watch no videos. I just, chilled and spent time with family, focusing on my health and everything else, and just figuring out things, and focusing on what I want out of life and my future. I've been reading and just what else? Been watching the World Cup, and watching Love Island, and watching movies. So yeah, I took a break from social media and YouTube and the news. I said, you know what? I don't care anymore about the war. I don't care anymore about Donald Duck. I don't care. So I might do another one, because I did feel energized and I did feel better. But I had a lot of catching up to do in different videos. Had to watch videos that I missed out on. So also, nothing happened, and nothing big happened July 4th. So I did predict something happening that day, but nothing big happened. So that's, good thing. But I do see some other things happening August and the rest of the year that I want to talk about. So for August, I feel like I predict that there's going to be a very big explosion, okay? A nuclear explosion. And I feel like this could either be from the Iran war, the Russia-Ukraine war, but I mainly feel like it's the Iran war. And what I see happening is like Israel launching a nuclear missile at Iran. I see this possibly happening. next month, and I feel like this could like really just change everything and shock the world. So that's the other thing. The war in Iran has restarted, and it's more intense now. And Donald Duck Trump, he's like, I don't care anymore. Let's just, blow things up. And he's putting himself in more danger now. He's getting more threats and stuff. They had the Ayatollah's funeral in Iran. It was like the largest funeral like in history, which is crazy. 50 million people. And the funeral was like a couple of days. So he had 50 million people for his funeral for the Ayatollah. So it shows that, he was a very important figure. And, you can't believe the media when they say, oh, they're just evil and he had evil plans and a bad person. Because that's not the case. Because, he was more important and bigger than what, the government and the media made things to be. Okay, so that's crazy. 50 million people. That's a lot of people. And if it was from Iran to Iraq. So yeah, it shows you that he was a very important person and figure. And now, they say he's with, God and the others. And now they view him as a saint. So it's very interesting. But so that's happening right now. The war in Russia and Ukraine is getting worse. It's getting more intense as well. And I will touch on that also. So first thing, the nuclear explosion. So I do predict that there will be a nuclear explosion in August. Okay, I see a nuclear explosion happening in August, and I see this could be Israel, Iran. Okay, so that's what's happening in August. Watch this video before it's too late. Okay? So many things about to happen next month and the rest of the year. So I see that happening next. Excuse me. Next, I see like the war with Russia and Ukraine getting worse. I just had breakfast, so I got the food on my face. I see the war with Russia and Ukraine getting worse, and possibly like the US and NATO getting involved in it. Okay, and I do see like Poland and maybe the UK getting involved in the Russia-Ukraine war, making things worse. So I see this happening between next month and September with the Russia-Ukraine war. Poland, UK will get involved and make things worse. Okay, so something's about to happen that's going to change things with this war. I just feel it. Even though I haven't been following the media lately, I just feel like something big's about to happen. It's going to change a lot of things, and that may shock people. And like I said, this nuclear explosion could come from the Russia-Ukraine war or the Iran war. I feel like it's the Iran-Israel, the U.S. conflict, but it could be one or the other. But yeah, something about to happen. I just feel it. Something big's about to happen. So I see this happening next month through maybe September. Okay. The next thing I see happening, I see this happening in September, and this is weather related. I predict it's going to be a massive Category 5 hurricane in September that will form and possibly hit Florida. And what I'm seeing is like the east coast of Florida. I'm seeing it like going up the east coast all the way up to the Carolinas. So I see this happening in September. Trust me, I don't want to happen. I don't want this to happen, all right? But yeah, I predict like a massive Category 5 hurricane forming on the East Coast, going up towards the Carolinas in September. So just get prepared for that. All right, watch this video before it's too late. All right, watch this before it's too late. So I see this happening, And of course, I do see more hurricanes forming and happening between now and then, like July through like November, I would say. But I did make a video on natural disasters, so go watch that. It's called my natural disaster predictions for this year. So watch that video. But yeah, so I see that happening in September, a massive Category 5 hurricane forming by Florida, going up toward the Carolinas. Next thing I see happening is for next month. I predict that Donald Duck, Trump, he's gonna be in more danger, like a lot of danger. Him and people that he's around, associated with, friends, family. I just feel like there's a lot of danger for him and others next month, because it's how things are going right now with the wars and whatnot, and just people not liking him. So I'm seeing him in like a lot of danger next month, and possibly like more attacks happening also. So I do predict and see this happening next month in August. Donald Duck in more danger, and possibly more attacks happening just out of nowhere. So I see this happening in August. And then what else I want to talk about? The World Cup. So the World Cup, I've been watching it like almost every day. A lot of good games. I want France to win. I did want Cape Verde to win, but they lost. They had a good streak. I did want Paraguay to win, and I wanted Norway to win, but they lost. They had a good run. So the next games is going to be Argentina versus England, and then Spain versus France. So we got two good games this week to watch. But the World Cup ends the 19th. So I feel like it's going to be like Argentina versus France again, like how it was 4 years ago. I just want France to win, bro. Mbappe, he's the GOAT. Mbappe's only 27. Like, his future is bright. That's the guy, man, Mbappe. So I want him to win and France to win. I don't want Messi to win, man. I just don't want Messi to win. Bro, Messi has his own statue in Argentina. His own statue. And it looks kind of funny, too, the way it looks. And people keep saying that he's a robot. He might be a robot. They keep saying this in the commercials and on the sports thing. He might be a robot. He probably is a robot. He could be a synthetic. So, yeah, I don't want Argentina to win. I don't want Messi to win. But they've been unstoppable so far. But I just know they're going to beat England. But, yeah, so the World Cup ends the 19th. And I feel like it's going to be Argentina versus France again. And what I predict happening is, what came to me was that something big, shocking, and exciting will happen on the World Cup final. So basically, like, to some it will be shocking, to some it will be exciting. Alright, depending on how you see it. That's what came to me. So others would view it as exciting, others would view it as shocking. Yeah, something big will happen at the World Cup finals. So we'll see what happens. This could be, again, alien related, possibly. This could be an attack possibly happening, because, you know, Donald Duck will be at the finals, giving out the award, the trophy. So, yeah, what came to me was that something really big is being planned and could happen at the World Cup finals. So we'll see what happens. It's July 19th. So you have that. But yeah, and then that's pretty much it that I want to talk about. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So watch this video before it's too late. Again, the things I see happening pretty soon these next couple of months, I predict that there's going to be a nuclear explosion next month from either the Iran war or the Russia war, and it's going to change things. So I see this happening. I see Donald Duck in more danger, and people he's around in more danger, and more attacks possibly happening. I predict that in September there's going to be a massive Category 5 hurricane. Okay? And then I do predict that Poland, UK will get involved in the Russia-Ukraine war and won't be good at all. And also I do see, like, in November, I'm seeing like either Zelensky or, you know, Dracula, Vladimir, gets taken out. I feel like it might be the comedian. I feel like he might not make it. Zelensky, I mean, he might not make it. But yeah, that came to me that one of them might not be here in November. That's all I'll say. That's what came to me. Because the war in Ukraine and Russia is getting worse and more intense. And it only ends if one of them isn't here, right? So, yeah, it's been a lot going on. A lot going on. The Ebola is still spreading. Gas prices are starting to go back up again. So, but that's pretty much it. That's my message for you guys. Yeah, and also, like, with CERN also affects timelines. It affects, you know, individual timelines, global timelines. So CERN being shut off, you know, isn't really affecting our timelines right now. And also CERN is a part of speeding things up. So if we felt like time is going really fast, part of it was because of CERN. And also there's other things as well, but CERN was a key factor in, like, speeding things up and whatnot. But yeah. Also, we are still in retrograde. We are still in retrograde, and this retrograde is so intense, man. I can feel it. If you've been experiencing the delays, setbacks, communication issues, you feel you can't talk, been having arguments, can't think straight, can't make a decision, it's because of retrograde. All right, so this retrograde ends the 23rd, so it's almost done, but this retrograde is very intense. I will say that. It's very intense, and I can feel it. And it's affecting communications, it's affecting just mindset, people thinking and their actions. People have been acting weird lately and strange, and I think it's the heat and retrograde. I think it's both. So then the next retrograde will be October through November. So you have that. But yeah, this retrograde is very intense, I will say that. But it is almost done. We got like a week left. So we have that. But I'm looking forward to some movies coming out pretty soon, man. The Odyssey coming out next week. I mean, this week. I don't like you say next week. This week. So we gotta watch that. And Obsession will be on Peacock. I'm gonna watch that. I did watch Avatar 3. Hey, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I give it a 9 out of 10. It was a really good movie. So I finally watched Avatar 3, Fire and Ash. Give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. The CGI is incredible. Like, it's just flawless. It looks better than reality sometimes. And then there's coming out Spider-Man. I'm going to probably see that. And then eventually we have Dune Part 3. Looking forward to that. Avengers Doomsday. And what's next? Insidious. And yeah, Clayface coming out in October. So yeah, a lot of good movies coming out. But definitely gonna watch The Odyssey. It looks pretty good. Gotta see that. I've been watching House of the Dragon Season 3. Best season so far. And I've been watching Lestat show. It's good. But yeah, I've been watching Love Island. It just ended. Best season so far. I really enjoyed this season. Yeah, so also a lot of things are ending right now. And summer isn't ending because summer doesn't end until like September, but it's slowly ending, and we're entering the fall season. But yeah, man, I feel like we are slowly entering dark times, and just be aware, prepared, protect your energy, protect yourself, control your nervous system, because a lot of people have overactive nervous systems from these phones, from the frequencies, social media. Just, you're always, on edge and hype. So just take breaks from the media, from your phones. Try to avoid going to bed with your phone and waking up, and first time you wake up is checking your phone. So just like take breaks from the phones and whatnot, because these things they do give off radiation, and they do affect us. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, man, so that's pretty much it for this video. So watch this video before it's too late. Those are my predictions for the next couple months, and then we got the new year, and you can watch my 2027 predictions on my channel, because a whole lot will be happening next year. Also, Jay-Z had his 30th anniversary concert at the Yankee Stadium. It was sold out. So 30 years since Jay-Z's been out. But it's did y'all forget about the Epstein file? He's in the files. He's in the files. Jay-Z's involved in a lot of dirt. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a lot of his music. I do. I like, a lot of his songs. I love the Black Album, The Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, Holy Grail. He's a lot of good albums. But him as a person, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do like a lot of his music. I can't lie. But yeah, him and Eminem and Beyonce were on stage performing. He cut his hair, so that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So guys, I'm in the video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stay cool, stay hydrated, protect yourself, protect your energy, connect to God, connect to nature, connect to yourself, and just be aware and prepared, and we'll see what happens. All right, it's been Elijah. I am out. Take care. Peace.